Bank is 9 days away. And it's very interesting because this card is slowly shaping up to be a better card than it was last time, I think. It's actually been a 24-hour span, actually a lot better. We'll just go to the new match, and then there's only one update, so it won't be that long to do. First off, the WWE Tag Team Championships are on the line yet again for the third time within a span of a month, which is very interesting because you had the New Day defend at, I believe, Payback. Was it Payback? Yes, it was Payback, and then the amazing Elimination Chamber tag team match, which was amazing. I mean, oh my god, the network is free for the third month in a row, which we'll get to at a later time because of how dumb that is, but we'll get that later at a different time. But it's free, so might as well watch that match, because that match opened the show at the Chamber. The tag team Chamber was amazing, and now we have a match that would have been in Baltimore. When I believe when we were in Baltimore for Payback, this would have been a match I would have seen happen. Because actually, it wouldn't have happened because of all the stuff happening in Baltimore and Ferguson and now in Chicago. But what happens here is the New Day defend against primetime players, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, who for the past few months have been making fun of other tag teams like the Ascension, the New Day, ironically, and several others, but also had a hell of a showing at the Elimination Chamber match. And this will be interesting because effectively, potentially, even though this probably won't happen, potentially Kofi Kingston could be in two matches. He could be defending the title, and he could also be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Well, he is in the Money in the Bank ladder match. But if anything, again, this goes to our point last time, putting Kofi in this match, if that's what they're going to do, I doubt they're going to do that, because that way you can just put Woods and Big E, and then Kofi can just focus on the Money in the Bank. But the fact here is, the only reason Kofi Kingston is in the Money in the Bank is because he could be a credible opponent at that point for Brock Lesnar in Japan in a month's time. Probably not even a month's time. I think in a couple weeks. It's either on the late June show or the early July show when he's facing Brock Lesnar. So Kofi could be in this match, and if Kofi's in this match, then that drastically changes the Chamber prediction, which we'll get to in a little bit. But the thing here is Kofi could be in this match. I doubt it. If Kofi is in this match, he will do everything in his power to retain the titles, which probably will happen. However, if Kofi is not in this match, then he'll probably be backstage, and this will just be a 2-on-2 match with Big E and Xavier Woods defending the titles against primetime players. And in that case, we could see new tag team champions. Either way, you can't go wrong because these two tag teams are great. But this obviously depends on whether or not Kofi will be in the match. Speaking of that match, Kofi's in this match, and we talked about that last time. The only reason he's in this match is to be a credible opponent for Brock Lesnar. With the rumors with Brock Lesnar possibly taking the briefcase from him or from anybody in this match, I doubt Brock Lesnar will be in this match, but there's been rumors going around that Brock Lesnar could take the briefcase, basically retire it, never cash it in, and eventually get his rematch clause that he never has used as of yet. Technically, he probably would have had his rematch used if Seth Rollins didn't just dick out and run away. But with the Money in the Bank ladder match, there is only one. Kane said the final participant last night on SmackDown, well on Tuesday, but last night on SmackDown, trying to keep kayfabe a little bit, even though it's been dead for years. The thing here is, Kane said there would be one final participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and that participant is Kane. Now that changes a lot in this match. For example, Kane could very well win this match, because let's face it, Kane basically handed the Money in the Bank briefcase to Seth Rollins last year for Seth Rollins to win the match and ultimately cash in at WrestleMania. Kane has had the briefcase before, ironically being the first cash in the Money in the Bank pay-per-view series, defeating Rey Mysterio after he defended his championship. I don't remember against who, but Kane cashed in and obviously won the world title. His first world title at that point since the WWE Championship against Stone Cold Steve Austin in a first blood match, which Kane at that point was completely covered in the old Kane awesome vintage gear. Thus he couldn't have bled, and if he did bleed, no one would have saw it because he had a mask on, all this shit on his arms and shit all everywhere. So he won the bled, and that was the obvious finish of Undertaker taking out Austin and Kane having a 24-hour title reign at that point. But Kane held the world title more than any of his reigns as champion with any championship, actually. So I wouldn't mind seeing Kane win this match. Unfortunately, there are too many variables in this match. For example, Roman Reigns might be canceled out by Kane. Randy Orton might be canceled out by Kane. Dolph Ziggler with Kane. And that's pretty much it. Neville doesn't really have a problem with him, neither does Sheamus or Kofi. I mean, Kofi recently has a problem with him, but Kane would probably kill him anyway. So the big question is, what will Kane have in this match? Hopefully we'll find out in 9 days. But Money in the Bank is probably one of the best pay-per-views of the year. And with the rumors going around that this might be the last ever one, as Brock Lesnar might potentially take the briefcase or win it from Kofi in Japan, which is, I think, what they might do in that match. Put the briefcase on the line and Kofi wins it, or Brock Lesnar, or whatever. But if this is the last ever Money in the Bank pay-per-view, it's a hell of a ride, I'll say that much.